Have you ever wondered why the Spartan king Agesilaus II was able to lead vigorous military campaigns in Egypt at the age of 84, marching across desert terrain and sleeping on the hard earth, while modern men half his age often throw out their backs just trying to pick up a bag of groceries? This presents us with a maddening paradox. We live in an era of advanced medicine and ergonomic luxury, yet we are suffering from an epidemic of fragility, stiff joints, and vanishing vitality. The answer lies in the fact that we have domesticated ourselves out of our natural power. The ancient warrior maintained his wild animal strength not because he had better genetics, but because his daily survival demanded movement patterns that we have completely abandoned. Today, we are going to reclaim that birthright. We will decode 5 lost movement patterns from the Roman legions to the wrestling pits of Greece that will rebuild your structural integrity and restore the raw, functional power that does not fade with gray hair. To understand how to build a body that lasts, we must first look to the Roman military expert Vegetius and his treatise De Re Militari. He explicitly stated that the strength of a legionary did not come from static lifting, but from the ability to carry weight over distance. This brings us to the first and most critical exercise for anyone over 50, the loaded carry. Vegetius noted that recruits were expected to carry a Sarcina pack weighing up to 60 pounds while maintaining a quick pace. While this sounds grueling, modern spine expert Dr. Stuart McGill has identified this as a super-stiffness event. When you pick up 2 heavy kettlebells or grocery bags and walk with an upright, regal posture, you are not compressing your spine like you would under a heavy barbell squat. Instead, your core muscles reflexively brace to create a protective corset around your lower back. This builds the yoke, the traps and upper back that signals vitality while teaching your hips to stabilize your body in motion. If you want to fix a bad back, stop sitting and start carrying. Once we have established the mobile foundation, we must look to the shoulders, which are often the first joints to rust as we age. In the ancient world, men were constantly reaching overhead, climbing rigging, scaling walls, or hewing timber. The Greek sophist Philostratus, in his work Gymnastikos, praised the climbing of ropes, Scansorial training, for building a specific type of wiry, resilient strength. The second exercise is the passive dead hang. Modern life keeps our arms down and our shoulders hunched forward, which compresses the shoulder joint and the spine. By simply hanging from a bar, even if you keep your feet on the floor for support initially, you allow gravity to do the work of a therapist. It decompresses the spinal discs, allowing hydration to return to the vertebrae, and stretches the tight lats that ruin your posture. Furthermore, grip strength is now clinically proven to be a primary predictor of all-cause mortality. By reclaiming your ability to hang, you are quite literally holding on to your life. However, strength is useless if you cannot interact with the ground. This brings us to the third movement, derived from the daily labor of the Roman legionary, the trench digger or rotational chop. When the legions weren't fighting, they were digging ditches, foci, to fortify their camps every single night. This action of driving a tool into the earth involves a rotational transfer of power from the hips through the core. Most injuries in men over 50 occurred during rotation, twisting to grab a seatbelt or a grandchild. By practicing a controlled wood chop movement using a resistance band or a light medicine ball, moving diagonally from high to low, you strengthen the serrape effect, the cross-body muscles that stabilize your torso. You are training your body to handle torque safely, restoring the fluid rotation that stiffens with age. The fourth movement challenges the very invention that has weakened the modern hip, the chair. We must reclaim the resting squat. If you examine ancient pottery or observe non-Western cultures today, you will see that the deep squat is not an exercise, it is a resting position. The physician Galen classified exercises by their ability to open the body, and the deep squat is the ultimate opener for the hips and lower back. Now, for many over 50, a full squat seems impossible, but we can modify this using gradual exposure. Hold onto a door frame or a sturdy post for balance, and lower yourself as deep as your hips allow without pain, holding for time rather than reps. This is not about building massive thigh muscles. It is about lubricating the hip capsules and reminding your nervous system that your body is designed to fold and unfold completely. finally, we arrive at the ultimate test of survival, a concept rooted in the ancient sport of pankration, the ground to standing transition. In ancient wrestling, being pinned to the ground meant defeat. Today, the inability to get up from the floor is a statistical precursor to frailty. The exercise is simple but profound. Lie flat on your back and stand up using any method necessary, then get back down. Do this 5 times. If you can do it without using your hands, you are in the top tier of human function. If you need your hands and knees, that's fine. Just do it. This movement integrates balance, proprioception, body awareness, and systemic strength. It ensures that you retain your independence and the wild ability to navigate the world on your own terms. These 5 movements, carrying, hanging, chopping, squatting, and rising, are not designed to give you the puffy, inflamed look of a bodybuilder, which often hides a fragile interior. They are designed to give you the dense, capable reality of a man who can still be useful in a crisis. If you found value in this deep dive into historical physical culture, hit that like button to help us preserve this ancient wisdom, and tell me in the comments which of these 5 primal movements is currently the hardest for you to perform. Let's fix it together.